Sultan Selim I, known as Yavuz Selim, was one of the most transformative rulers in Ottoman history. In just 8 years, he changed the fate of an empire, expanding its borders across 3 continents and reshaping the Islamic world. Yet at the height of his power, in the year 1520, he died suddenly and mysteriously. His passing left behind questions that historians still debate today. Was it illness? Was it an unforeseen accident? Or was it something more sinister? This is the story of his final days and the mystery of his death. Selim rose to power through ambition, determination, and uncompromising discipline. He defeated the Safavid Empire at the Battle of Chaldiran, securing eastern Anatolia and weakening one of the Ottomans' greatest rivals. Soon after, he marched south and brought the Mamluk Sultanate to its knees, annexing Syria, Egypt, and the holy cities of Mecca and Medina. Under his rule, the Ottoman Empire became the dominant power of the Islamic world. He returned to Istanbul as a ruler feared by his enemies and respected by his allies. But during the final year of his reign, something unexpected began to unfold. Selim prepared for yet another military campaign, this time targeting the island of Rhodes. Supplies were gathered, troops assembled, and the empire stood ready for war. Selim himself rode out of the capital at the head of his army. But before the campaign could begin, he suddenly fell ill. He complained of fatigue, weakness, and a painful swelling on his body. The once unstoppable Sultan was now struggling even to remain on horseback. Selim turned back toward Istanbul, hoping to recover, but his condition worsened during the journey. Letters from the period describe a strange lesion on his back, one that grew larger each day. Some attendants believed it was a simple infection. Others feared it was something far more serious. Whatever it was, it advanced quickly, draining the strength of one of the world's most powerful rulers. Historical sources describe his illness in different ways. Ottoman chroniclers such as Idris Ibitlisi and Kamal Pashazadeh wrote that Selim suffered from a severe abscess or skin infection, which they believed to be a form of anthrax. Their accounts mention blackening of the wound and rapid swelling, symptoms consistent with cutaneous anthrax, a bacterial infection common among soldiers and horsemen. European diplomats of the time, however, recorded something different. Some whispered that Selim had been poisoned. They suggested that internal palace factions wanted his son, Prince Sultan, to ascend the throne earlier than expected. Others accused high-ranking officials of plotting against the Sultan as a way to protect their influence and avoid Selim's strict punishments. Because poisonings were not uncommon in royal courts, these rumors spread quickly across Europe. Modern historians have examined these accounts and generally conclude that Selim most likely died from anthrax. The clues fit: the rapid progression of the infection, the location of the lesion, and Selim's constant contact with horses, saddles, and animal skins. Anthrax was often fatal during the medieval and early modern periods, long before the discovery of antibiotics. Even a powerful emperor had little defense against such an infection. But the conspiracy theories remain a part of his story. Some argue that Selim's aggressive expansion created powerful enemies both inside and outside the palace. Others point to the timing of his death, just as another major campaign was about to begin, and just as his son was rising in political influence. While no direct evidence confirms the poisoning theory, the mystery continues to fuel speculation. As Selim's illness progressed, he was unable to continue the journey to Istanbul. He stopped in the town of Çorlu, where his condition deteriorated rapidly. Witnesses described days of intense fever, unbearable pain, and rapid exhaustion. Yet Selim continued to give orders, refusing to show weakness. He had built an empire through willpower and discipline, and he would not abandon that strength in his final days. On September 22, 1520, Sultan Selim I took his last breath. He was only 49 years old. Word of his death spread quickly, and the empire entered a period of both mourning and uncertainty. His son Suleyman soon inherited the throne and would go on to be remembered as Suleyman the Magnificent, ruling during the golden age of the Ottoman Empire. But it was Selim who had laid the foundation for that greatness. His conquests His political reforms and his strategic vision shaped the empire's future for generations. The mystery of his death adds a haunting dimension to his legacy. Whether he died from anthrax, from another illness, or from a secret political plot, his sudden end reminds us how fragile even the greatest rulers can be. Selim expanded the Ottoman Empire more than any sultan before him. He changed the religious and cultural landscape of the Middle East. And yet, in the end, he was defeated not by a rival empire, but by the unpredictable forces of fate. Today, historians continue to study his final days, piecing together clues from chronicles, diplomatic reports, and medical understanding. Though the exact cause of his death may never be known with absolute certainty, one thing is undeniable. Selim's legacy endures. His reign, though brief, reshaped the world, and his mysterious death remains one of the most intriguing chapters in Ottoman history.